So basically, the idea I had for this video, sans leaf blower and cat and dog and everything else going on, is that I wanted to get people's opinions about dating profiles and my own. I will admit that the reason that I have a profile is because I have very low self-esteem, and having that dating profile gives you a buffer, gives you two buffers actually, your profile and their profile, between having to actually say, hey, you think I'm attractive, I think you're attractive, and set it out, let's try dating. You know, it puts the power in the internet users' hands to take a look at someone's profile and say, I don't know, their pictures aren't very good, or oh, they write like a brain damaged 5-year-old, or whatever your breaking point, what is it, deal breakers are. And also, you know, it gives you the option to do it at pretty much any time, as long as you don't give your number out or anything. That's one of the reasons I'm really leery about giving my phone number out on these dating profiles. I've just had too many bad experiences where I really got along with somebody on there, and I gave them my number, and then I met them, and they turned out to be crazy. And not only did I have to deal with them being crazy online, but I got lovely calls and texts from them for a long-ass time, because you can't block numbers on my cell plan. So my only option was to change my number, and that's a big blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm having a really hard time staying on topic because there's so much distraction going on. I really can't wait to not be house sitting anymore come this weekend. But anyway, in conclusion, I think that there isn't really a need to have shame in having a dating profile, but I do think that people need to be honest with themselves on why they're on a dating site. You know, don't pussyfoot around while you're there. What are you chewing on? What are you chewing on? Shoes. Anyway, you need to be honest why you're there. You need to just flat out admit, you know, you're not there because you were drunk, you're not there because your friends made a profile, you're there because you want to meet somebody that you find attractive, that finds you attractive, and get away. Keeps chewing on my stuff. And, you know, take the time to make sure your pictures are good, and take the time to answer the questions thoroughly and well. You know, even if spelling isn't a very important thing to you, it's really bad if you can't be asked to make your profile not sound completely stupid. It shows extreme laziness. And, you know, it's just, it doesn't just show that you don't care about grammar, it shows a lot of other things about you as well. And honestly, you know, one of the joys of internet dating is that, like I said, the profile is completely under your control. You have the power to make yourself look better than you are. And I'm not saying that you should lie, I'm just saying that you should put more effort into things that you may not put effort into otherwise. Because, you know, it's not terribly dishonest to just treat it more like a job interview than a, hey, I just saw a girl on the street gonna hit on her, because it's really not the same. It is more like a job interview, because you're trying to say, this is why I'm awesome, this is why you should go out with me. Okay, good, he's finally chewing on a toy, not my stuff. This is why you should go out with me, and, you know, it's really hard to sell people on that if you're putting out a profile that's just garbage. So, oh, and my final tip is that, well, two tips actually. One, if you're a guy messaging a girl, this should be well known, but just in case it's not, on dating sites, girls tend to get inundated with hundreds of messages, like dozens a day, especially if she's vaguely vaguely attractive. I'm going to say attractive and exotic at the same time. Anyway, so, you know, I know it's a pain in the ass to custom write a message for every girl when they might not reply to you, but the reason a lot of girls don't reply to messages is because they're all the same. I mean, I can only talk from my own perspective, but, you know, when I check my inbox and I've got 15 new messages of, hey, what's up? How's your day going? How's your weekend? Want to have a threesome with me and my wife? You know, it's just like, they're all the same. They're like little numbers on a factory line. Shut up! He doesn't listen to me. And it makes me a lot less interested in replying because you're already, one of the crowd. If you want people to be inspired to reply to you, especially girls who are vaguely attractive. Not that I'm necessarily attractive. I'm just saying, blah, 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 qualifier. Put the extra effort in there, right? Look at their profile, write down a couple of things in their profile that you thought was interesting or prompted a question or, whatever. Just individual things in their profile that you thought was interesting and talk about that in your message. Also, don't make your message like 5 pages long. I get messages like that and I'm just like, really? You couldn't shut up after like 3 paragraphs? Small. You're trying to start a conversation. You're not delivering a dissertation. So, and the last tip I wanted to give, and I'm like a horrible person for giving tips because it's not like I'm exactly like an expert. But anyway, this is just my 2 cents, so you can take it or leave it, and you better not flame me for it, blah, blah, blah. If you do message a girl, okay, actually, this is 2 parts. 1, if you do message a girl and she messages you back, that doesn't necessarily mean she wants to have sex with you. In fact, a lot of times, girls are just being nice and or they're being, they're amusing themselves replying to you. And I don't want that to like make you paranoid and be like, oh my god, is she actually like, ah. I just want you to keep that in mind so that you aren't already like formulating marriage plans because a girl replied to your message, okay? Like, consider it just like okay. So the profile is like a job interview, but once you're actually messaging someone, consider it more like talking to them on the street. And just like if you happen to run into a hot girl at a cafe and you start talking to her, it's gonna freak her out if you're like, oh my god, so like, yeah, like when our kids, we should name our kids, like just crazy. I mean, obviously most people who do that are crazy anyway, but just try to keep in mind that you don't know her and she doesn't know you. No matter the fact that you've looked at each other's profiles, you still haven't really met and gotten to know each other. So slow down there, buddy. And the last thing I want to say, and this is mostly just a rant, but if you have a bad profile or whatever, and you message a girl and the girl takes the time out of her day to tell you some things that she thinks would be helpful to help you, write better messages, get better responses, whatever, don't be an asshole about it. Don't be like, well, fuck you, bitch, it's Judge Bookbutt's cover. You're doing the exact same thing to her. You're judging her by her profile, so why are you like a golden god who people should just automatically like know how awesome you are, even though you have a terrible profile, okay? When someone offers tips like that, generally they're trying to be helpful. So don't shoot them in the foot. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, okay? Just take the advice in the helpful spirit it was given, and don't be an asshole. That should be your number 1 rule. Three rules for dating profiles. Number 3, take a breather and don't be in a hurry. Number 2, treat your profile like a job interview in that you try to make it the best you can. And number 1, don't be an asshole, okay? Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to try to edit this down a little bit, but I don't know how short it'll be. So, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment talking about how cute this cat is. He's so fat and hairy. Yes, you are. No, leave a comment talking about, well, you could talk about the cat if you want, but I'd rather know your own opinions on dating sites, and even if you've never had a profile, what you think of the people who use them. Because I know there's still a lot of stigma of, oh, anyone who uses a profile or a dating site is a total loser, and that you're free to think that. I kind of think that in some ways. A lot of people. It's a horrible thing to say, but a lot of these people, it's like, oh, they can't possibly find a date in any other way. That's why they're on a dating site. I'd probably fall in that camp too. Alright, that's it. Bye!